Rocks.
I don't know what it is. My stream is so delayed behind his. Totally forgot what I was doing in this game. Another great Exile stream. Always love being in his streams when I can, especially when it's not like, no shade to the brother, but I love being in the streams when there's not like a clear bias on one thing that's happening. I love the open discussion that the stream has, and I think a lot of people like open discussions. That's why just chatting is such a big category on stream as well, because if you can get people who you have like-minded views with, and you end up in if you get people that you have like-minded views with, and you end up just kind of like reinforcing each other's views, then it feels really good. I think the worst part about going into a space where you're trying to find out whether or not you like this person's views and what they're talking about is like, if you hear that one thing wrong, then you're just kind of like, all right, well, I'm not going to be here anymore, you know? Or maybe you like the person and you hear, damn, I'm really about to get into this discussion, apparently. Let me put my cloak on and turn the light off. When you get into the discussion and you find out that the person does something, or they're a believer of something, or they're an advocate for something, and it just crosses your hard line, and now you have to set up this boundary of like, all right, well, do I continue to fuck with this person? Like, I like just about everything else that they're talking about, and even if you don't like everything else, maybe they provide a different perspective for you, right? Maybe you're around someone who gives you a different perspective on things that you normally wouldn't take, and you're like, okay, I appreciate this person for that because they're teaching me things. And then you come across like one or two things that you're just like, I can't rock with that. I can't rock with that at all. Like I've definitely gotten to a point where there are people around me, family and non-family, who, it's goddamn election, where I'm just like, I'm not, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm not gonna argue with you about these certain things, but I can't really see myself continuing this relationship any further, or getting any deeper into this relationship, you know what I'm talking about? Like, there's just certain things that I can't rock with. And then there are certain things where like you have to take a step back, and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna continue to do my own thing, and hopefully find people in the future who are of like mind. And even if we disagree on certain things, willingness to open up and accept different viewpoints and go forward from there. I think that's what damn, I'm really about to get super political on this point. I think that's what a lot of a lot of people on the right think. They go, I want you to hear me out, accept my viewpoint, or accept that this is my belief, and maybe we can continue to be friends and go forward from here. And it's like, can't do that. We can disagree on ice cream flavors. If your favorite ice cream flavor is this, we can disagree on that. We can disagree on who you think the best basketball player is. You like Jordan, you like Kobe, I like LeBron. Like, we can disagree on that. That's perfectly fine. when you start talking about voting for somebody who actually doesn't have the rights of the people in mind, right? And not just like the people, but people around you, people in your everyday life and people in my everyday life that I care about, then I can't be your friend. Shouldn't be a disqualifier of friendship. You're entitled to believe that. Do I think you're wrong? 1000%. 1000%, especially when it gets to this election. I think this election more so than any other election, it's very much on that point, right? Like, you're literally taking away basic human rights for most people. And if you're like, well, you know, I still agree with this person on their policies or some shit, right? It's like economic policies or literally the right to somebody's body. Like, let's be fucking for real right now. I can't rock with people who, like, I literally, if you voted for Trump, like, I'm just gonna flat out say, like, I actually cannot rock with you. I legit cannot rock with you, and I don't want you to ever, like, be in this chat. I don't want you to ever be in this chat unless you're at a point where it's like you don't know anything, right? And you're like, well, I don't know either the politics, and I'm just gonna fucking, what I see is what I'll do. Like, if you watch these like right-wing podcasts that are pandering towards young men, and you're like, well, what's wrong with that? And then we can have a conversation, and I can explain to you what's wrong with that. After hearing the reasoning and the logic, and you're like, you know what, you're kind of right, I understand where you're coming from, then it's understandable. But if you're just like, yeah, man, I think fucking Trump, he's an upstanding guy, I think his policies are perfect, and I ask you what policies, and you say you can't give me a policy, then it's like, what are we talking about right now? And you go, my religious beliefs, I fuck with Trump because my religious beliefs. And I'm like, do you think your religious beliefs should be forced onto everybody? And if you go yes, then I go, so you don't fuck with God then? Because the nigga God literally gave us all free will. The nigga God literally said, all right, do with your life what you will. I'm giving you this free will because I want you to choose me. You're literally going against God, and you're saying, I know God said he wants us to choose him, but I'm gonna force you to choose God, and God's gonna love him because of that. Please make it make sense. Can't have that person in your life? Exactly. Dismissing people who think different from you is a huge barrier to actual progress. I think you're trying to justify the fact that, like, the justification that a reasonable person would vote for Trump, and the fact that I'm not a fan of that person voting for Trump and me dismissing them is this fucking huge barrier to actual progress, is dismissive of the fact that they don't give a fuck about human rights, nor do they give a fuck about women's rights, right? It's like, oh, well, you can't think that way because you're actually not progressing forward as a human being. You're literally stripping away rights from people. You're not progressing forward as a human being. You're actually going backwards. Like I said earlier, it's one thing if it's like, all right, you have one economic plan, you truly believe that the trickle-down effect will work, right? You truly believe that trickle-down effect is the best way to fuel this economy. Cool, okay, I can understand that. I don't. It's been statistically proven, studied for over 50 years not to work. But if you feel like it takes more time than the 50 years of studying, and you feel like, okay, this is going to help the economy, all right, that's fine. I can understand that. But what about his other policies, right? one good doesn't right a wrong. You can't do one good thing and 7 bad things and be like, all right, well, I did one good thing, I'm fine. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. You can't just be like, I hope this person crossed the street yesterday, so I did enough good deeds for the entire week. No. People want to take a wrecking ball to the current system. Right. I get that. And I understand that. So now, if the economy is the biggest reason for you voting for Trump, when the economists tell you that Trump's economy plan is going to be bad for the economy, and you still vote for the guy? Is it the economy at that point? And to an extent, they may have a point. At the end of the day, it's about actual results. Shit was cheaper and people had more money under Trump. Although I think they are misguided because everyone knew the virus is going to cause a downturn. So the thing about, and this is what, not to say you don't understand the cop, because you're a professor, right? You're a smart academic guy. Pretty sure you know that as president, your economic takes don't actually go into effect until about like year into your presidency, right? If you are to propose an economic policy that goes into play, you're not really going to see results until the next goddamn presidency, right? So going back to when Obama inherited the nation and we were at an all-time high in unemployment. By the time Obama was out of office after his fucking 8-year term, right? Unemployment rate went from an all-time high to on the decline. I want to say it was anywhere between like 6 to 4%. It was at like 10, damn near 11%. And then it dropped to 6, and then it dropped to 4 because of his policies, right? So when Trump got into office and he was inheriting things that were happening from Obama's policies, he can go, well, yeah, while I was president, unemployment was at an all-time low. You didn't do anything to make unemployment at an all-time low. You're riding the coattails of what Obama did. Obama literally took us out of what was about to be a depression, right? We were in this fucking terrible recession to a flourishing economy, and then you inherited that, and it makes you seem like you're a great president, but you didn't do anything. It also sucks because not only did you not do anything to help the economy, but you also went against everything that Obama did. So first of all, you went against everything that had happened, everything that he was proposing, and you said it was stupid, and you said it wouldn't help the economy. And then after it did help the economy, you take credit for it. Then getting to this economy where shit was terrible under Biden, nigga, the world shut down. Is he supposed to be some fucking god that stops the world from shutting down? That somehow keeps the economy at a peak? Nigga, nobody would be able to do that. And then, right, going back to the economy thing, no business that Trump has had has prospered. He's fucking sunk like 6 businesses that he's owned. He literally is not a good economist. Like, that is not his bag. He doesn't have that in his knapsack. That's not under his toolie. Trump is not good with the economy. So this idea that he's a great businessman and the economy was better under him, it's just not true. None of these statements are true. And now we're getting to this point where, I don't know if you've seen this, niggas are getting laid off because of the fear of what's going to happen because of his imposed tariffs. Nigga not even in president yet. He's not even in office yet. But because of what tariffs are and what they're going to do to the economy, motherfuckers is already getting laid off. Motherfuckers is not receiving, CEOs, CFOs, top of the line motherfuckers, they're not receiving bonuses. They're not receiving 3 to 4 month fucking vacations that they're used to, because the company no longer has the money. The company's preparing to spend so much excess in money on products that they're going to receive that they can no longer afford to do this. So if niggas is already getting laid off, unemployment is going to be at an all-time high because of the tariffs that Trump, this so-called great economist, is putting into place. What are we talking about? Is an uneducated poor person going to care about abortion or identity politics when they can't put food on the table? And what I'm saying, what you're saying, don't go against each other at all, right? I agree. I totally agree. There's actually this fucking hilarious post where somebody's like, he's like, I voted for Trump because he's gonna get rid of goddamn Obamacare. I don't need Obamacare. I need the Affordable Health Care Act. Nigga, those is the same fucking things. You're living off fucking Obamacare right now. The post was literally, I voted for Trump because he's gonna get rid of Obamacare. I need him to focus more on the Affordable Health Care Act, which is the only thing keeping me alive right now at this moment. And somebody literally in the post under said, they're the same fucking thing. You're getting rid of what's keeping you alive. And then he goes, instead of taking accountability and going, damn, I fucked up, he goes, why the fuck would you guys name it Obamacare then? Selfishly voting and don't understand the economy can't necessarily be attributed to the current president because of the way the economy works. Yeah. More of what you can convince someone of? Yeah, 1,000%. But I understand what you're saying, right? How Trump has basically put this fucking wool over most people's eyes. And by most, I'm talking about uneducated white men, right? He's put this fucking wool over their eyes where it's like, well, the economy was great under Trump, and Trump is for people like me. So why would I not vote for him? I can't argue with them about that. I can't discuss to them about what's actually happening because they're not fighting facts with facts. They're fighting facts with feelings. I feel that this is the right way. I feel that this is going to help. You can't argue fact with fiction. You can't argue fact with feelings, right? So you may be a poor person and you think, all right, well, Trump isn't president. Like, he's a great economist. We're all gonna be rich now. I can't argue that to you. All I can do is show you the facts. And if you disagree with me, what do I do? What do I fucking do? What do I fucking do? Some immeasurable process that says Obama and Biden was right. Right, but just because it's easier doesn't mean it's right. You can't always take the easy path. You know what I'm talking about? Because then you start going into exactly what Trump is doing and you're just lying to the people. You can't build an economy off of lying to people. You can't build what you're lying to people You can build your own economy after you've lied to the people. You can, and that's exactly what Trump is doing, but that's not right. Two wrongs don't make a right. You can't, I wouldn't feel comfortable voting for somebody who I knew was adversely lying to me. You know what I'm talking about? That's not the type of leader that I would feel comfortable voting into office. And then that gets to a point of like morals, right? Morally, I think if the Democratic Party did immoral things to win, do I think they would have won the election? Yeah, by a fucking landslide. But then I wouldn't have voted for the goddamn Democrats. I probably would have voted for like a Jill Stein. I wouldn't have voted for a Jill Stein. I wouldn't. That might have hit me with a point where I just wouldn't have voted at all. People aren't rational and Trump took advantage of it. Exactly. I get that. Politics reference morals and values. Yeah. Reflect. Yeah. Politics reflect morals and values. So there's too many things wrong with what the guy is going for that like I can't. Even if what Trump was proposing to be better actually was better for the economy, even if trickle-down effect was better for the economy, immunity to police, killing the DEI, I can't fuck with that. I legit cannot fuck with that. Also a rapist himself. I don't even talk about his fucking felonies because that doesn't matter to anybody else. And it's like, literally, if anybody else was a convicted felon, they wouldn't even be considered for office. But because it's this orange guy, like, you can't even bring it up. It's for the better good, IMO. I agree. I don't like the way that you're wording it, which makes it seem like I'm not for that, but I also agree with that. I think you and XL have this very similar problem where like you guys are so smart that you kind of word it in a way that like if it doesn't fit your MO, it makes it feel like other people are not also on the same page.
What now?
How else do I interpret blocking people for their viewpoints? With the context that it's given. Same way you interpret everything in the context that it's given.
What now?
Okay, I was about to say, I don't think we've been back here before. We have.
What's this?
Alright, what are we doing? Where am I going in this goddamn game?
What now?
Okay, I did that already. Transitioning from the political talk to actual game talk. Where did we finish? For those of you who are new to Metaphor is literally about what's going on in real life right now, but also about just different rhetorics that need to be talked about. The title of the stream is #1 Heisme Enjoyer. Heisme is the recent character that we just received. He's this like bat looking motherfucker. He's actually super cool. If you want to watch, it's on the YouTube. I post all the playthroughs, all the Metaphor playthroughs except for one, which I forgot to post and it got deleted, but all the Metaphor playthroughs are on the YouTube channel. Heisme, he's our newest recruit. If you don't care about spoilers and you're gonna stay for the stream, we were sent on a mission to kill Heisme, right? We were sent on a mission to take his head because the village that he was in, people were assuming that he was kidnapping the children and doing whatever with them, right? So we came after him, we beat him, we captured him, but soon after we learned that that's not the case. He's being falsely accused. People are slandering him just because of who he is, this like bat race, right? He used to be, we're gonna say like for the government. He used to work for the government, but because of who he wasn't allowed a front-facing position. He wasn't allowed to be, you know, right hand of the goddamn king. He was working in the shadows, and eventually he got too good at his job, and he had to pick his job or his fucking kid. And, you know, being put in that tough position of trying to prove that you're worth the goddamn merits that you've received, he wasn't able to decide fast enough. So his child ended up passing, and the country turned on him. So he lost the thing he cared about most, and his country didn't fuck with him. So he ended up in seclusion, living by himself around monsters. He ended up saving us. Then we ended up capturing him, bringing him back to the town, the village that put the bounty out on his head. And now it's come to light that he wasn't the one capturing the kids, even though we kind of already knew he wasn't the one capturing the kids. But the church that's actually involved in this town is the one capturing the kids, and we're on our way to figure out why they're doing that. That's the main story quest. Right now we're on a side quest.
What now? All right, where to?
Let me see if I can show you guys. Right now we're on a side quest. As you can see, we're heading down this way. As we were in the town, somebody stole something from us. Somebody watched it happen, so we ended up talking to the guy. It seems like he has connections to the guy that stole it from us. They did it on purpose. Essentially, this is him sending us on a fetch quest to get our item back and get another item back. So we're gonna get that item back, talk to the guy, form a connection, and then after that, then we go to the main quest, which is fighting the people who are kidnapping the children in this town and figuring out why. Music is sick. No, the music is really fucking good in this game, Art. Wait till I get to the battles. The battles, they have this guy, like, I don't know what he is, but when I say I don't know what he is, I don't know his like nationality. But the fucking battle music is insane. But that's what you get with an Atlas game. The music is just so fucking good. And then quick little rundown of everybody else. This is Heisme. This is Stroll. He's a former noble. His family got killed. His whole village got killed. He is on this righteous path of gaining recognition again, so he can rebuild his village and then help those in lesser need. This is Hulkenberg. She was right hand to the prince. The prince got put under a curse, and she's been searching of a way to cure the prince of that curse for 10 plus years. I'm the main character. Who I am, I was friends to the prince. After the prince got put under a curse, I joined this like secret underground militia. And now it's about time we strike back on the person who we think caused the prince to go under the curse. And just because I think the game does a really good job of opening it up again, I'm gonna let the opening play out in the game. Really good job of explaining who the bad guy is, who we're after, what we're going on. The little fairy in the corner, her name's Gallica. She's like our little guide in the game. You know, most games they have like something small following you around. Yeah, that's Gallica. But she's actually kind of cool in this game.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal
He was barely
magic?
alive anyways. Yeah.
An
Yeah, he
invasion might
was.
undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
I think they do a fucking phenomenal job. I'm gonna let this music play out too because it's so good. This is the guy I was talking about. This is actually like, I feel bad. If you don't know, the Game of the Year nominees have just been released, right? And I think it's like Final Fantasy Rebirth, there's Elden Ring DLC, there's Astrobot, and then this game has made it up there. I think, me personally, this is probably my Game of the Year. Do I think that this game is going to win? I do not. But do I think that this is a game that will be talked about in like 7 to 10 years from now? 1,000%. 1,000%. I think this game will be talked about years from now, and how spot on the name of the game is and how apt it is in today's climate. It's beautiful. It is. It's a well-crafted game. A little bit more lore, and then I'll stop with the lore real quick because I do want to play more. I don't have work for a couple of days though, so I'll probably be up for quite some time. There are 9 tribes, as you can see, right? We'll start with the Clemor. The Clemor are the people with the horns on their head. They're like, if you were to relate the Clemor to our population, like us in the real world, the Clemor are the white people, right? They make up a vast majority of the people in the capital. The Ruzant tribe, they're like spicy white people. You know what I'm talking about? People with a little bit of flavor. They don't make up as much, but they're definitely still very prevalent, right? These two are the main people you will see in political power. Then you get people like the Ujif tribe, who we just met. They're a very small population of people, but fiercely loyal, a crazy sense of hierarchy, very traditional, and he's my favorite character in the game so far. Heisme, I fucking love his story. You get the Nydia tribe people. I don't really know too much about this tribe. We were introduced to one of the characters. She's a singer, but we don't know much else about her. You get the Parapus. This is what I would consider like more so the black people or people of color, right? Like the minorities. Maybe you have like your Hispanics, your black people. These people get treated like shit, and they get treated like shit because, as you can say, there are many variations in their hair and skin colors, and they're very open with their feelings, right? They love to party, they love to go out, they love to have fun, and they're very open, upfront, honest about their feelings, and people don't like that. So, due to the stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics, despite being nearly as populous as the main two tribes. The discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. This is literally fucking one for one. You get the Ishkia tribe people. These are typically more your higher status noble people. You're not going to see too many of them, and I haven't seen any of them like make a big impact on the story, but I kind of just associate these people with the nobles. The Roag tribe are your older generation. They age maybe like 3 to 4 times as slow. Once they hit like 60, they just like stop aging afterwards. So they're commonly regarded as people with wisdom. So you end up getting people of this tribe trying to get into power, and they have like these weird politics that are and then the Mustari is probably the weirdest group, just because I don't really know too much about them, nor do I think more people in the game know too much about them, but they wear masks. They have different religious beliefs than the church, which is not this one, this guy right here. Not this guy in particular, but the priest, the pastor, after Louis had killed the king, the guy where they were like, oh, it's him. He's part of this tribe. So they have very conflicting beliefs. And then there's the Elder tribe, which is what we are. And this is just a normal everyday person. We have nothing special going on about us. We have no horns, no ears, no animal ears, no tails, no mask, no nothing. We're just fucking basic ass everyday bitches. And we're discriminated against the most because people don't even think we're fucking real. There's so much in this game, but I'm not even gonna. It makes me enthusiastic about this game. I'm glad my enthusiasm can seep through, because every time I talk about this game in the beginning, I feel like I lose people. But I'm glad like you're enjoying that. It makes me feel like, it makes me feel happy inside that I can share this with people and they fucking care about it. Okay, I said what we were doing. We are currently on a gauntlet runner heading to that spot, so now it's really just about like finding stuff to do with our time. I think we just got that upgrade too, where we can cook and it doesn't. Yes, with the tips Mario gave me, I think I can cook without taking up time. I actually don't know if any of this is good at all, but I'm gonna cook this.
Alright.
Had me hooked the entire time. I'm glad. I'm actually really glad. And like I said, I think that this might be, in my opinion, this would be my game of the year. It's directly the genre of games that I fucking love. Which is these like 100, 150 plus hour RPG games where you get your characters, they form relationships with one another, they build upon their relationships, building upon your relationships in the game or with everybody else helps you later on in the game. And not only that, but like everybody has their own story that they're going through. So you're not running into these two-dimensional characters who are just boring and are just there to push the plot along. Everybody's going through their own thing. And I think Atlas does a great job of doing that. Now, mind you, I've only ever played 2 Atlas games. Metaphor being one of them, Persona 5 being the other. But they do a phenomenal job. Haven't seen actual gameplay, and I'm inclined to see if I can afford the game to try it. I'll give you I don't know how long you want to stick around, because I know you're still, I think you're probably past midterms and you're probably getting prepared for finals, so I don't want to keep you up too long, especially with my indecisiveness. Like, I really don't even know what I want to do for this next couple turns, but I can show you a little bit of gameplay, and if you have free time you can also check out the YouTube channel. Everything is uploaded on the YouTube channel, like the full VODs, so if you need like background noise or something, you'll find on the channel. But you could definitely check out gameplay and see, like, is this something I would enjoy? Do I want to hang out with Stroll? I really don't. I'm gonna spend the time to read. If you check those out in your free time, definitely whenever you get a chance. But it's to give you something to check out without staying up at the heavens. There's a sparkling azure for the remit caught his eye the moon at midday. No. Said the moon was a corpse of an ancient indomitable dragon.
Oh yeah?
Shining in the sky. Oh, what do you think? I like the idea of a dragon remains.
All right.
Okay. But a short like summary of what the gameplay is. It's turn-based RPG, right? So you get a turn. Let's say you have 3 people in your party. All 3 of the people in your party will get a turn, and then your enemy will get a turn, right? And you can like make your turns last longer. This fucking guy. You can make your turns last longer by doing different options. And there's also a point where you can like shorten your turns. I'm nervous. Okay, hold on. So damage. I just let's go. Okay, I'm about to show you the fight right now. Oh, this fucking guy.
Too young, in fact. A greenhorn like you is years, centuries from deserving a land runner. You ought to be the rapscallions who crashed the opening ceremony.
He's part of the tribe that lived super long once they hit like 60.
King. Ha! Laughable.
What's your problem?
The name's Godard, the rightful heir to the throne and the voice of the rogue tribe. Tax the young, bankroll the elderly. Those too old to work will know prosperity under my rule. You little jackanapes will kneel before your betters and elders. And if you will not, you will be made to kneel. Prepare yourselves!
God damn. 560 damage only did that much to him? Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, he's a tank. Okay, explaining the gameplay. As you can see in the top of the screen, to the net, right there, there's like these 4 crystal things. Each crystal thing is a turn, but let's say if I hit his weakness, like if I find out his weakness, or maybe I decide to give up my turn, I'll only use half a crystal. I'll explain things as I'm going along. You can also put your enemies, like your team, in the front, which makes them do more damage but take more damage, or I can put them in the back. Melee attack fell, defense rose. So I can do less melee attack damage, but I can do more physical damage. I generally don't think
Looks like you can't brute force through this one.
he's weak to physical at all. But finding out what he's weak to is definitely going to be a hard sell. I'm going to do... I doubt he's weak to dark magic, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Some darker arts.
Okay, not weak to dark magic.
I won't hold back.
Probably not weak to light magic, but I'll try it out.
Light.
Nope. Weak to fire. Not weak to fire.
Magic Knight! Let justice prevail!
Oh, I don't have the mage on her anymore. Okay. I'm in a weird spot now.
Not this one. Into the fray! Come! This one to the rear with blade in hand!
Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm drawing all his attention. If he has like any single target attacks, it's gonna go on the Heinsberg. Okay, he has wind as his main element, so that makes me assume that he's weak to lightning. Okay, using Mage Tempest on all of them is so cringe. He fucked up my entire team right there, goddamn.
Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Okay, if you were able to see what was happening, he had 3 turns, no, he had 2 turns. And because he kept hitting my weakness, instead of it taking that full 1 turn, it only took half a turn. So he ended up going 4 times instead of 2. Which actually cooked me. Okay, that moves lifesteal. I think I'm in a bad spot because I don't have anybody that has electricity.
Vitus power.
I'm actually in a really bad spot.
We're not out of this yet.
My thanks.
Twas needed.
I'll not lose to young rapscallions.
Okay, and it seems that he doesn't have... It seems that all his moves are multi-target except for his ice move.
For all that we strive for!
So that means this is pointless.
I crush you!
I'm gonna go for Shield's art because his hit and his evasion falls. If he misses... Oh wow, okay, he did the same thing. Nice. The more he misses, the better chance we have of winning.
Can anyone get him back on his
Power
feet?
of kings.
Dark Sword has a chance to make him forget. It didn't hit, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna heal everybody else up.
Power.
Quite a move.
One of the things I like about this game is I love strategy games because normally if you're in a situation and one of your teammates die, oh, we get a crit. A crit means we get to go again, which is really good.
I'll use what I must.
I'll try out Wind, but I know he's not weak to it. I just hope he doesn't absorb it. Yeah, he resists it. So that means he's weak to light. Well, I would assume he's weak to lightning. Nice, the double miss. All right, I think we actually won this. Like, I think this is super free.
Anyone get him back on his feet?
We can do this.
I'm obliged.
Hulkenberg's
The
moving.
elders
justice
and rogues
prevail.
will rise.
Shatter!
Nice. That's actually like super busted. I do want to hit the forget, but I think in like mini boss fights and boss fights like this, you don't usually end up getting your secondary effects. So I'll just keep using the lifesteal because it's super busted.
You whippersnappers
But as I
will command
I let him
respect
talk
from
and
your
I'll
elders.
finish my thought.
Who do you think kept this kingdom together after the war?
After the war,
This is
there's talks of a couple people end up talking about the war, but
Stroll got knocked out.
Let's go.
Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Here.
how are your weekends? My weekend was pretty good. I worked most of my weekend, so
Oath of Knight with blade in hand!
settling into the new job nicely though, not going to lie.
Hold yourself together.
How the fuck did I miss when his...
united.
Not even gonna get into it.
Stroll got knocked out.
Face
Can
me.
anyone get him back on his feet?
I'll take this. I'll be taking that.
Why, hello there, treasure.
Step aside.
I won't hold back. Freeze.
Cheeky
Damn, because this ice too is crazy. So restaurant or different field? Yeah, different field. Nice, he missed. When you miss, you end up taking up 2 turns, which is actually really good in this game. It makes missing very fucking frustrating, but yeah, different field. I work in I work security at the children's hospital, right? Children's specialized hospital. We specialize in like rehab and stuff, so you're not gonna take your kid here if they got like their leg. You're not gonna take your kid here if they're like there's a knife in their stomach or they're fucking sick or some shit right there. But you'll take your kid here if maybe they're born with like autism or something. Maybe they broke a leg and they're rehabbing, getting it back together. That's when you take your kids to us. And it's actually been really nice because the parents have been super cool and the kids are very fun to interact with. There's actually this one girl, she walks around. I actually didn't see her the past couple days. I'm not gonna say her name or anything for confidential, and I'm not gonna say what she's going through because I don't, for confidential reasons, but she has this ailment, but she made up brownies for us, and the brownies were actually really fucking good. Like, questionably good. You know what I'm talking about? Like, like you made these goddamn brownies? These are fucking amazing. And it's sick too. Like, I don't know. It's making me like, my outlook on kids was very much, I don't want them. Get them away from me. Fuck kids. Like, fuck kids, right? But now that I'm working at this hospital, I'm kind of like,
Let me help.
all right, some kids are not bad.
I'm obliged. Let justice prevail. They yet cling to life.
If it feels like he's taking a lot of damage, he is. I'm playing the game on hard. More often than not, what hard difficulty does, especially in video games, is they just make them a fucking goddamn sponge. So
Come forth, royal soul. Hold on. I won't hold back. Come forth, royal soul. Is there another way?
how do I?
I don't know their weakness. Guess we'll just try what we've got.
Okay, we are agility down. Do I revive Stroll so he doesn't miss out on XP? I might as well, right?
Better I won't hold back. Maybe not. This'll do it.
I live to see another moving to the
Captain,
I'll move him to the back,
Holy God!
and I'll make him block. One of the good things in this game is when you block, even if you have a weakness, it doesn't do weakness damage. So you don't take as much damage, and they don't get their fucking, they don't get an extra turn from it, you know? Oh, nice, big crit.
Formidable indeed. Meddling little holy
Healing power.
Mine's just getting busy. Did a bunch of grading and getting a little sad that some of the students I've been getting to know past semester aren't going to pass. Ugh. How is that feeling for a professor?
Hack and slash.
They die hard. Meddling.
Damn, his physical resistance is insane. He's not weak to this, is he? No.
Still standing, I see.
With years.
Oh, I didn't end up blocking with him. He missed though. Okay, that's good to know. If he does a weak, like if your team gets hit and one of them's weak to it, usually he would get another turn, but I guess because he missed, it canceled out. I like that.
I show no mercy. Mandible bearing.
It's It's okay. Healer!
Alright, I think we're at the point now where we could just fucking smack the shit out of him.
Remember, we all grow old. The blade you hold to my throat will be at your own soon enough.
I think you're at the wrong
Nobody's trying to
impression.
massacre the elderly, you old goat.
Right.
We want equal happiness for all, young and old.
We're not trying to kill you just because you're
Look,
old, bro.
We'll not kill you here. How's that for respecting our elders? But mark me, this will not happen again.
Far too naive. But I suppose that's the luxury of youth.
It sucks because they're going to hate you for it, but they made a series of decisions since August to not do what they were supposed to do. Which is sad watching the time and effort they spent not pan out to anything. Yeah.
A halfway decent result.
I can
Yeah,
continue to
I can
grow.
definitely see that.
I've grown more powerful.
How many of them have hit you with the, I've just been going through like a rough time in life type shit? I think because I'm fighting people, I feel like I'll probably end up fighting these people again. I wonder if their weaknesses stay the same or if they switch.
Even with the gauntlet runner,
To get a full force the past couple of weeks. How many are you letting slide and how many are you like, fuck no? It isn't fair to the other students. I get that.
All right then. What now?
Okay, when I talk to Heisman, my tolerance will go up, but if I talk to everybody else, my wisdom does. Interesting. I don't think any of them... Yeah, I'm not locked into any of them yet. I'm gonna talk to fucking Heisman, man. He's my goat.
Then... all right.
Earlier I would let things slide, but now it's fuck no, because letting things slide just make it way more difficult to be consistent and way more work for you too. Okay, I see. The time most of my missions were confidential, the kind of thing that never becomes public knowledge even now. I can't go into any details, but I was desperate to protect something important to me. That's what it was all about.
Really?
Well...
It was all a long time ago. Now it's just another memory of my youth. Maybe I'm still a desperate man, but my heart feels lighter now than it was then. Perhaps the difference is having comrades I can trust. Perhaps if you do succeed one day, if you do manage to build an ideal country of kindness to all, then I would protect that land with all that I have. I believe we strive toward the same world. So I would gladly fight for it. Not in secret, like I did in the Shadow Guard, but as a true official knight. If it really is possible, nothing would make me happier.
So that means... It'll be fine.
My goddamn goat, man. Laying all these goddamn... Oh.
Great.
Okay, this is new. I wasn't expecting to get jumped on the oh.
Leave this to me.
Okay, never mind. I was like, this is new. I wasn't expecting to get jumped on the ship. This is just an like extra XP attempt. Unfortunately, I don't have the tools to.
Let's heat this place up.
I don't have the tools to really take advantage of this free XP attempt, you know?
Power of kings. There's a better way.
I do have items for it, I guess.
I'll use this.
Here's their weakness. Nice
Power.
Light.
Still here? I can't afford to hold. Try some of this!
Nice, I lied. I'm generally down about the students not passing. Like, I don't want to hand back their tests because some of them will get the bad news this week. You really liking the new job? I am liking the new job. It's they're trying to shaft me low key. And I'll say this because I don't mind who knows this. Prevail somehow. So I had to take a break with Heisme.
Good grief. Well then.
Nice.
All right.
I'll find a way to get my goddamn eloquence up. But
Time marches on, and
what am I gonna say about the new job? Oh, they're trying to fucking shaft me. So I applied to the graveyard shift, right?
What to pick?
And essentially what I was going to do, how I was going to format my life, was I was going to go to the graveyard shift. When I get home, sleep, right? Wake up at around like 4 or 5 o'clock. Do my workout. Finish at like 7. Get a stream going from like 7 to 10. 3-hour streams, 2 to 3 hour streams, right? Take a page out of Exile's book. He does the 2-hour streams. I do 2 to 3 hours, and then go to work. And that would kind of be how I'd want to format my days, right? Then I would do 11 to 7. I'd be able to come home, eat something, relax a little bit, go to sleep, wake up, rinse and repeat, right? Now that I work 3 to 11 instead, because they didn't have nighttime positions, it makes for a much more awkward schedule because I get up at like 10. I do my workouts. I usually end up finishing about 1 because I usually get up at 10. I roll out of bed at 11. Start my workouts like 11:30, 11:45. I'll finish about like 1, take my shower, get something to eat, head out, and then I'm awake until 2, 3 o'clock. It feels like work is my whole day, and this is why I didn't want this shift, because it feels like work is my whole day. I have time beforehand and I have time afterhand, but it just doesn't feel like enough time. You know what I'm talking about? But now, because I've been at the job for about a little less than a month, right? Come to find out, they don't actually have enough people for the night shift. They just hired 2 more people. Why was I turned away from the night shift when you didn't have enough people and put at the evening shift when you have a plethora of people? And I understand that they've plenty of full-time workers for the morning shift. They have full-time workers for the evening shift. They have per diem workers, and what it is you get full-time, which is consistent hours. You get part-time, which is like maybe consistent hours, but you can kind of just work wherever. And then there's per diem, which is like, all right, hey, we need you this weekend. Can you come in? And you're like, yeah, and you just come in, right? You have full-time, part-time, and per diem for the morning and night shift. I mean, for the morning and evening shifts, but you have inconsistent as fuck part-time night shift workers. And when I apply for a full-time night shift position, I don't get the job. But now you're begging me to take nighttime shifts after you've done already fucked my sleep schedule to get accustomed to evening shifts. I don't think so. I really don't think so. And like, hey man, I'm really not doing too much of anything else anyway. So like, I wouldn't mind going in, but I'm not doing imagine you work 3 to 11 on Saturday, and then they have you schedule 7 to 3 the next day. So the amount of time you have to sleep is from 11 o'clock, well, assuming you get home at 11 o'clock, right? Assuming you get off and you're magically home, right? 11 o'clock to fucking 7 o'clock that next day. They expect you to get home, rest up, and then be back at the job the next morning. Are you fucking kidding me? And they're trying to like schedule me for this, and I'm like, listen, I can't do this. And now I've done talked to 3 people about the scheduling because they want me to come in Friday evenings and then work Saturday mornings. And I'm like, do they pay overtime? They're doing what every fucking company in America is doing right now. They don't want to pay overtime, so they're trying to schedule it up so you have exactly 40 hours a week. But because they're trying to schedule it up so you have exactly 40 hours a week, you have the craziest fucking schedule. So I told them, I'm like, listen, and I'm part-time, I'm not getting 40 hours a week. But I told them, I'm like, listen, I don't get, one, you're not paying me enough to do these crazy gymnastics to come here on time because you guys don't know how to hire people properly. And 2, you guys are not going to cut into, I have very few days where like I'm not, like I'm locked in on and I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to bend, right? Saturday mornings are those days. Saturday mornings are those days I hang out with the boys and we play soccer. If you schedule me for a Saturday morning, I did it that first week. I told them, listen, this is not something, please don't get comfortable doing this because I'm busy Saturday morning. Saturday mornings is for me. They did it, they scheduled me again, and I'm like, listen, I can't make these Saturdays. They took me off for next week, but they still have me on for this week. They're gonna be very, very upset when I tell them, when I don't show up, when I get a phone call like 8 o'clock, like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, yeah, you're on the schedule, you know that, right? And I'm like, yeah, I told like 4 or 5 people that I can't make it at this time. Like, I'm not gonna let a part-time job fuck up my schedule, right? So now it'd be one thing if I was making like fucking $35 an hour, then I'd be like, all right, man, fuck it, I'll eat shit for like a month, still set that boundaries, but like, yeah, I'll eat shit for a month, but I'm not, this ain't all that, bro. This is not all that. Do you end up getting new books? Probably not, right? Are your shifts pretty chill though? Listen, every shift that I've worked has been super chill. I've worked morning shift, I've worked evening shifts, I've worked night shifts. This is what I need. And I worked night shift literally today, right? Like from yesterday night from 11 into 7 today. Very, very fucking chill. Okay, I gotta lock in for this because I want to get the extra reward. Easy way to ensure others will agree with you. These next parts review some basics. Even if you make a flawless first impression, as a discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they remain unreceptive, and in these situations, issues a challenge. You must shock their senses to bring down their walls.
Okay.
All right.
Do I get to level 2? No, not quite. Like, are you just patrolling or what? Essentially. So being security is just being in a spot that like whatever your security for it needs you to be at. So, without getting into too many details of what the job is,
Now then.
essentially I am just patrolling.
Gotta get back on track.
Well,
I don't love grave robbing, so I'll think of it as recycling.
Here we go.
Has anything popped off yet? Not while I've been on shift. There was one moment that parents got into a disagreement and it almost popped off, but I wasn't there, so I don't know the details about it.
Okay then. Let's go.
And more often than not, everything's been chill. The only time, like, I feel like I might have maybe needed to do something was some lady came up to me and she's like, someone stole my lighter. I'm like,
hey,
what do you want me to do? You want me to go around asking anybody if they stole a lighter? Like,
oh. Right.
Hail!
Now what am I to do?
the wall feels off, but it won't budge when I give it a push, or if I try pulling on it. Is it just a regular wall?
This?
What now?
Okay. I got the mage maxed out. I have the healer maxed out. I do want to run merchant. I also want to run gunner. And I think I'm gonna run gunner. Gunner has probably been one of my favorite classes to run in this game thus far. I think more so than not, just because I enjoy... Wow, this is really good. Wait, that's fucking insane. Okay. Wait.
What now?
Oh, Gallica.
Great find. Keep it.
Alright, I'll pass through there in a second.
This is bad. They're on us.
Oh, how weak?
Sounds crazy.
How weak is that guy?
Really?
It wasn't a treasure chest? No way! Ew. That thing is nasty.
To the rear, Guppy! Some darker arts.
Resist dark magic, come on.
Royal sword. Come on! Now, what's the play? Is everyone
We're
all right?
evenly matched. Guess we better stay on our toes.
Oh, power of heroes! Is that all?
We're gonna draw his attention to... Okay, I tried to draw his attention towards... There we go. Damn, he does a lot of damage. What the fuck?
Nothing personal. Sorry.
Why, hello there.
I will fight. Gunner! Freeze! I shall fight as the noble I am.
We're actually getting cooked, huh?
Moving to the rear. All yours.
No. It is not over yet. With blade in hand! Not this one. I shall defend!
You think yourself equal to a Eugif's agility?
I don't have a healer, so... Not knowing this thing's weakness is actually cooking me. I feel like it's gotta be light, right?
Now accept your fate. Ha! Die!
Critical hit!
I needed that. That was really good.
Maybe not.
Go to sleep for me, please. Nope.
I'm tired.
But he put my character to sleep. Please be so for real.
Can anyone heal him?
He got literally every ailment.
Anyone get on healing duty?
Closing the distance.
Heismay got hit in the He can't remember how to use his skills.
It is not over yet. They'll not break my defenses.
Troll's forgotten everything. He
I
can't
can't
use his
remember.
skills.
Not now. Hang on!
So sleepy.
Hey, Captain!
Withdrawing.
Shine!
I'll hold my ground.
We're actually so cooked. That was a lot of fucking MP.
Troll hurt bad. Can anyone get on
Charging it! To save a ground!
Heismay got hit in
Magic
memory
strike!
loss. He
I'll
can't remember
destroy
how to
you.
use his skills. The captain's asleep? Hey,
I can't
Captain!
remember.
Rise and shine!
So sleepy.
Nigga, how long do they go to sleep for?
No holding back. I'll cut you
Brother.
down.
Captain's hurt bad.
And he got a crit, so he gets to go again.
Captain's down. Someone, help him up.
Sleepy air is crazy. He got
a
another crit, but he missed.
This'll get ugly.
Thankfully, the Heisman.
Maelstrom!
Just so we know, we can mark it off the list. Not weak to wind. I'm getting cooked right now.
The shame.
Will your tale end here?
Am I just unlucky that we're not getting any of the procs? Because I feel like poison and... man. I feel like poison should be really good. I'm just not...
What now?
Like, I'm not getting they're not getting poisoned. It also said he was resistant to fucking dark, so I'm assuming he's weak to light magic. But I don't want to switch to the healer because the healer is weak to like clover type attacks, and that's exactly what he's hitting us with.
Falling back! Oh, power of kings! Slash!
It's okay. I won't hold back!
We're evenly matched. Guess we better stay on our toes.
Lightning! I shall fight as the noble I am.
He's weak to. He's got to be weak to light.
Withdrawing! You first.
Magic Knight! Shatter!
You think yourself... I'll take this. What a blunder.
So much for that.
I see your game.
Oh, good dodge.
Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Come forth, royal soul. Is there another way? Mage! Ice!
Hulk and
Now,
Burns asleep.
what's the play?
Come on, wake up!
Go for it!
Let us clean up. Face me! Nothing personal. Teamwork.
Let's stay calm.
Mage! Freeze!
The critical hit is so lame.
So you're strong.
Someone heal him fast!
Oh my gosh, he's getting every fucking proc right now.
He needs healing now. Hulkenberg's
My
lost her
son
memory.
must wait. Oh, power of kings.
Stroll, this is no time to sleep. They're on us. Hulkenberg's lost her memory.
I
She
shall
can't
be
use
as
her
a
skills
shield.
like
You
this.
think yourself... Erupt!
Stroll, this
Vitus
is no
power.
time to sleep. They're
Freeze.
on us.
3 turns sleep is crazy.
I shall defend.
Oh, power of kings. I'll take this. Sorry.
Why, hello there, treasure. Is everyone okay?
Crit again?
Stroll! Someone get him back on his feet!
I'm tired.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her.
Too slow.
Good dodge.
So sleepy.
Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Heroes!
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
Face me.
She needs help.
Oh, power of kings. Magla gather. Commendable bearing.
Captain down. Someone help him back up. Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
Dodge. My goat. Am I ever gonna get it for good?
Die. Apologies. Would you finish it?
Can't do it like this. Someone
Erupt.
help, please.
Formidable indeed. Too slow.
That's finesse.
Bro, Heisman is actually my goat.
Apologies. Would you finish it?
What?
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Commendable bearing. Face me.
Like this. Someone help.
Apologies. Would you
Oh,
finish
can it not kill? 41 damage is crazy.
Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
8,000 gold?
Like this.
Forward!
Help!
I'll use what I must. I show no mercy. Is everyone safe?
8,000 is a bit much.
All right. Not bad. What now? Healer!
Hey, maybe there's something to do here.
Wow, there's a lot.
What now? Gunner! Hey! Take
Nice
this!
find.
Let's push
Looks
through!
like it could be useful.
All right, come on! How's that? This'll do it! All right, how's that?
Also why I like Gunner.
Now.
And then I can switch to Mage. So I can do
No choice but
this.
to cut through them.
Let's push through! All right, how's that?
And get SP back.
Stand ready.
Hey, you found something.
What now? Gunner! Cut! Cat!
Oh, I thought I'd be able to shoot them.
What now? Mate! What now?
I gotta change my skill inheritance from this to light magic because I don't have anybody that's doing light magic damage and I'm really getting punished for it.
Everything's pretty standard. There are enemies around. Watch your step.
You're not serious.
I know this sounds unbelievable, but I almost was eaten by a treasure. I thought I finally struck it rich, but as soon as I stepped closer, its mouth unhinged and tried to swallow me. If I wasn't quick on my feet, it would have that thing's dinner. If you come here looking for treasure, watch out. I think I'm done with the treasure chest, at least for a while.
Let's push through!
You've no time for play.
One fell swoop. We're evenly matched.
Usually the skeletons are weak to
I need distance.
holy. Holy and like club attacks.
I have my methods.
It's okay. Let's go! Flare!
I can't afford to hold back. They die hard!
Observe magic knight! I'll destroy you! 3 remaining!
Now they're weak to club, but they're not weak to holy.
Smash him up.
Would a noble be weak to dark, you think?
Face me.
Who knows?
Rancor.
What's their weakness?
Yeah.
Nice moves, Heisman.
Mike Tyson's ass on Friday. Yes. What's funny though is I was at work, so I didn't get a chance to see it live, but I did see they put the pictures in the group chat, so I did see Mike Tyson's ass.
Hold
They're
on.
weak to darkness. Let's blot him out. I've hit their weakness.
In the name of
That's your
justice,
opening, Captain. They're weak to strike attacks.
I call upon royal power within. I'll cut you down. 2 remaining.
Is everyone alright, crew?
Also, speaking of the fight in general, that Mike Tyson fight was fucking terrible. Actually, so bad.
For all that we strive for! No. Let us fight as one! Not this skill. Come! I crush you!
Hulkenberg got them.
It was a money grab. That's what it felt like.
Me best.
which kind of sucks.
Some darker arts.
And you know, anybody kind of could tell Mike Tyson, 58 years old, but it just sucks that we've gotten to that point in society now, you know?
Not done yet.
Observe the enemy for all that we strive for.
And what I mean by it sucks that we've gotten to that point in society where it's like,
Great work, everyone.
I think if Mike Tyson was anybody different, for that person of such magnitude to stake their legacy on a fight such as this, not because it's Mike Tyson, because he's 58, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's really not. Like, whether he won or lost, it was whatever. A lot of people were just kind of hoping that he won, though. But you can even see it before with, like, the Floyd Mayweather fighting, like, Conor McGregor. Like, that was straight cash grabbing. You know,
All right. Wow, good fight.
I think I have 2 of these. I need to go to the church. Oh, shit. Sold out the sport. I think what they're doing with,
We've been spotted.
fought this thing before, right? Try not to get cooked.
Jeez, they're pretty tough.
Because I'm confident we fought this thing before.
Rancor.
We're gonna get rid of the small fries first, though.
Nice moves, Heisman. Hit their weakness.
I shall fight
That's
as the
your
noble I
opening,
am.
Captain.
Not now.
Observe the enemy. Let justice prevail. I crush you. Let nothing stop you.
Some darker arts.
It's okay.
I shouldn't have done that.
What's the play? Sword master. Not done yet. Swan oath of
Electricity's no good
knighthood.
against them. That's the last thing we need.
I'll destroy you. Stay focused.
Indeed, ever the consummate knight.
Okay, this guy's stunned.
Only one left.
But I think
And we're clear.
the 2 fights beforehand, did you see that? That first fight was a clown show, I will say. But the fights prior were actually really fucking
Better
good.
be careful.
Especially the women's fight. The women's fight was phenomenal.
How about this?
I will fight his power.
Light.
You hit their weakness.
I can't afford to hold
That's your
back.
opening, Captain.
I call upon royal power within. Tougher than I thought.
Right.
Anyone heal him?
Only a flesh wound.
Wasn't enough.
Someone get him back on his feet.
Magic knife.
Looks like they're weak to light.
Are they reflected to all physical?
I crush you.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Back up.
It was some crazy good shit. Did you see them or no? You didn't get a chance to.
Not like this.
The men's fight was good. Like, the men's fight beforehand was really good. And I was like, okay, like, this is actually like, 'cause I was like on the job. I was like, this is actually like a really good fight.
Rancor.
Definitely a crazy juxtaposition from the fight that we saw before.
Heisman. You hit their weakness.
And then the women's fight was getting a lot of traction. So the Netflix servers were like going down. Laggy as shit and all that.
Tougher than I thought.
Observe for all that we strive for. The numbers
You think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility?
But going from that fight to the Mike Tyson fight felt very like, wow, we got shafted, huh?
Some darker arts.
We had two good fights where people actually like gave a fuck, you know? And then we get this.
Now, what's the play? You first.
Don't wake up. Oh, wait, no. I can't do this actually.
Let justice prevail.
Only one left.
I'll use what I must.
Get off and we're clear.
There's a better way. I leave it to you.
Come forth, royal soul. Flare.
In their weakness.
In the name of
And it's crazy because the women's fight was actually like, it was so good that like I wanted to watch the fight again, but the injuries were so bad, and like the fact that one girl was headbutting the other girl the entire fight just made it feel like I couldn't watch it again. Do I have an item to hit this fucker with? Yeah.
here.
You hit their weak point.
Is everyone all right? Just the thing.
Oakenberg got them right.
Let us clean up the... Erupt!
Let's go. Light.
I shall fight.
He's so fucking tanky.
I stand. Come. I shall be as a shield.
Like legit, the wound that the Puerto Rican fighter had on top of her eye, like the cut, it was so goddamn bad. And it happened like at the end of the second round, that like as I was watching the fight, I saw the first round, I'm like, yeah, she definitely won that round. Saw the second round, I was like, she definitely won that round. But then I started watching as the cut got bigger and bigger, and I was like, I can't keep watching this. Like, I legit just cannot watch it.
Let's fight his power.
You hit their weakness.
In the name of
That's your
justice.
opening, Captain.
Is everyone all right? I shall defend.
Be neither timid. Face me! Magla gather.
Flare.
I can't afford to
God
hold back.
damn, he's so tanky.
I'll hold my ground.
A petty curse.
He's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Stroll
A
can't
curse,
take
is
anymore.
it?
Someone heal him.
How about this? Formidable indeed.
Heisman,
Curse.
your head.
Isn't it? I won't hold back.
Anyone
Light.
will hurt. You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Not out of this yet.
Captain,
Observe the I shall be as a
he
shield.
attacks.
A curse.
He's getting hurt too.
I have my
I'm just
method.
gonna steal all the mana I can get back.
Apologies. Would you finish it?
To Kurt, let's go. Flare.
Can you die from this, please? Thank you. My goat.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
Good. 'Tis done.